Hello, I am Dr. Soni Kumari from ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I will be taking sessions on nested if-else statement, one of the topic of Unit 2. So let's start. Now, starting from the introduction, like what is nested if-else statement? As we have already covered if-else statement, if statement, and if-else statement. Now, nested if-else statement is also related to if-else statement. So, as we have done, if statement, if-else statement, if else statement. Now we will do nested if-else statement. As we have seen that in case of if statement, the statement was executed when the condition was true. So it worked only when the condition was true. Now, in the case of if-else statement, we have seen that when the condition is tested and if the condition is true, the if body block is executed, and if the condition is false, then the else body block is executed. In if-else, we have seen that it consists of multiple if else statements. Now, the nested if else statement is also the extension, or you can say part of if else statement only. What happens in this case, that if one if else statement is present inside another if else statement, that is called nested if else statement. For example, like if we have if else statement, this is one of the if else statement. Now, if we will have another if else statement inside this, so this is called nested if else statement. So in case of nested if else statement, what happened? We have if else statement inside another if else statement, and it can be multiple. So this is the concept of nested if else statement. Now we will understand the concept of nested if else statement with the help of a flowchart. That is, like we will start from here. Now we will test the condition. If the condition is true, if the condition is true, we are getting another if statement. Like we will check another conditions that is inside this conditional statement. And if the condition is true, this part is executed. If the condition is false, the statement third is executed. Actually, you can observe from this flow chart, basically what happens. We have one if else statement. You can say this is your like one main if else statement, where we can see that if the condition is true, we have another if statement inside that. And when the condition is false, again we can see that we have another if else statement. So you can see basically what is happening here. Like inside if else statement, we will have another if else statement, or we can have another if we can have either we can have here also another if else statement. So basically what is happening here, like this was your like your outer if else statement, right? In this inside if block, we were having another if else statement. Here also you can see that we have another if else statement. So basically in nested if else statement, what happens? We have another if else statement inside the if else statement. Now we will see what is the syntax of nested if-else statement. That means what is the rule of writing nested if-else statement in Python? Now, first we will write if keyword, then as usual we will check the conditions and we will end with colon. After that, inside this following indentation, we will have another if statement here inside this if statement conditions, now ending with colon, statement body statement for the if part, and then we will write else colon a statement for the else part. So basically what is happening here, we are having one if else statement inside this. This was your main if else statement, and we are writing another if else statement inside this if else statement. Now we can see that we are having else, it will end with colon. We will write another if else statement inside it. Now how actually it works? What is the way of working? Like if your condition is this part, like this part will be executed when your condition is true. This part this part will be executed when your condition is true. But when if condition is false, this else part will be executed. Inside else part, another if else statement. So this is the syntax of nested if else statement. Now we will try to understand the concept of nested if else statement when one of the example, here we have example, write a program to take age as input from the user, print you are less than 18 if age is less than 18, otherwise print you are above 18. You should also check that the age could not be less than 0. If so, print a message age could not be less than 0. So what basically question is asking to do? It is asking that you have to take age as an input from the user, and if it is less than 18, if it is less than 18, you have to print you are less than 18. Otherwise, print you are above 18. And inside this, you should also check that age could not be less than 0. And if it is the condition that age is less than 0, then if you have to print age could not be less than 0. So this is your question. Now we will see how we will do this question. Now we will take age as an input from the user, like enter your age. We have taken input from the user, and why we have taken it? Of course, age is always in form of integer only. It cannot be float, so we have taken it as int, which is a data type of integer. Now, once we have, for example, say we have taken 34 as an age. User has given 34 age. Now, what will happen? Now, this will check that whatever the user have, whatever the value has been uh, put by user, whether it is greater than 0 or not. So 34 is of course greater than 0. 34 is greater than 0. Sorry. So 34 is greater than 0. Now in some it will go inside this if block because this condition is true. Yes, 34 is greater than 0. Now it will again check If uh, this value 34 is less than 18, so you can see that 34 is not less than 18, right? So this condition becomes false. So this part will be executed. You are above 18. Now let's take another situation where by mistake the user has put the value of age as 0. Now what will happen in this scenario? Like if age is greater than 0. So now this condition becomes false. So this part will not be executed because age is not greater than 0 in this scenario. Now it will print this part it will go inside else part and it will print age could not be less than 0. So this was what question was demanding. I hope this example is clear to you. You can have a look so that you can understand it more better way. Now these are the practice exercise questions for you. You must practice these questions for better understanding. First question is your write a program to find maximum of three numbers. That means like if you have three numbers, so you have to print maximum among these numbers. So you will use the concept of nested if else statement here. You can use another part also. You can do this question with other statements also. But here you have to do this question with nested if else statement so that you can have better understanding and you can practice it. Now, second question is asking for write a program to enter integer from 1 to 12 and print corresponding number of days in the month. So you have to print integer from to 1 to 12, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what you have to do, you have to print the correspondingly 1 for January, 2 for February, 3 for March, 4 for April, and so on till December. And in this question also, you make sure that you are using concept of nested if else statement because we are trying to understand the concept of nested if else statement. If you have any doubt, you can ask, you can comment in comment section also. These are the references. Thank you for watching my video.